Hi, everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I am a Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Iowa in the United States, and I do live videos every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
We are so happy people are coming in already. Bev asked if we're managing to stay cool. How hot did it get today, honey?
Got really hot. It's like 105 feels like temperature.
Yeah.
And I went to swim laps today in the outside pool. Even the water in the pool was hot.
It was like swimming in a bathtub.
Kind of like, and boy, I was sweating big time.
So Steve took the dogs out this afternoon and they were out for like 45 seconds. I'm like, well, that didn't take long.
Well, that's because the dogs were like, the heck with it. We're doing our business.
So Shirley's on. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tian. Tony has her paper cut. So if you're going to make this with me, or at least make a template, you know, I love to make templates. Get out a piece of white cardstock and cut it 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. And you can go along with me and make a template. It's a great idea. This is the fun little box we're going to make. But before we get started, I have a few other things I wanted to show you. One thing is, you know, some of you know, I do Kylie Brooks's International Highlights voting card every month. I wanted to show you. You get to be the first to see it. This is my voting card for August. It'll go live next Monday night. So before I see you again, this is a bendy card. It has the hippest hippo on there that you can get free. The stamp sets, $50 order. The dies is another $50 order. This amazing Thanks dies. This is in Mango and Melon Mambo. And then this DSP is the Bermuda Bay DSP in the 6x6 in the annual catalog. But look at this. When I had surgery, we went to Mall of America, and they had Bermuda Bay M&Ms. How fun is that? It's my favorite color. So I put some Bermuda Bay M&Ms in a little cello bag, put a polished pink ribbon on it. And then for the bendy cards, lots of people, actually my Stamping on Joy team, we've been making a fun fold every week since COVID began. And we've only missed a couple weeks in that time. So we have over 100, maybe closer to 125 unfolds that we've done. And we made this one a couple weeks ago. And it's meant to take the bendy pieces out and lay it flat. But I thought my people who don't make cards will never figure out how to do that. And I was looking at the space thinking, that looks like my Bermuda Bay M&M would fit in there. So I decided it was a card I would set on someone's desk or I would give to them in person. But anyway, it'll be on my blog next Monday at 5, and I would appreciate it if we'd go on and you just click a heart and you could vote for me. That would be awesome.
The young people working in the M&M store were a little bit confused when Beth was talking about the Bermuda Bay M&Ms.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were.
No, they knew.
Hey, Karen says the sound is choppy. You guys think the sound? Oh, Shirley says it's wonky too. What's wrong with the sound? Come on, tech guy. What are you doing?
Sound shouldn't be wonky. It must be the internet.
You think our internet is wonky?
Mm-hmm.
Darn it, that's a bummer. What are we going to do about it?
Well, I will do some magic here.
Okay. Oh, it says there appears to be an echo. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know how to fix any of that, so I'll just sit here and smile.
You just keep going.
Okay. So what else did I want to tell you? The Boughs of Holly is my next stamp camp. If you buy that suite for me, I have my cards made. I'm so excited about that. But guess what? I looked this morning. The Boughs of Holly is sold out. So before that, we did the Hues of Happiness. If you want to know what suite is going to go out, it's what Creativity Abounds chooses for our stamp camp. It's gone out every single time, hasn't it? I don't know why that is. Bev says to get out your masking tape, MacGyver.
Yeah, it's electronic masking tape. So
okay. So the box we're going to make tonight that I hope you're going to make with me, you have options. In the beginning, I used to make it. This is a really old one, and I don't even have the belly band or what was decorating it. I went back and looked October 15th, 2015, so 17 years ago. I had a little Halloween box with an owl sitting up on top of the box, which would be super cute. But I should have looked. Maybe it's in that menagerie of the shelves. But I did not look. But I made the box with designer series paper. And then I covered the Hershey's candy bars with designer series paper. This is a little more flimsy, but it's the easiest way to do it. And if you do the Christmas candy bars, don't ever eat candy bars at my house. These are last year's. Would you eat them?
Well, I have learned this lesson. I have learned the lesson that if you try and steal Beth's chocolate, you're going to get a nasty surprise.
Yeah, it's probably going to be discolored. But if you buy the Christmas chocolate, some of the ends, this one's green and red and silver. For this, I wanted them all to be silver. If you buy the Hershey's miniatures, these are not nuggets, they're Hershey's miniatures. If you buy the normal ones that aren't Christmas, they have just silver on the side. And some of the Christmas ones, just the crackers, have silver. So you have to decide if you want Christmas or if you want regular. But I really wanted the silver to stick out. So on my Joy box, I have this pretty snowflake vellum. I think it's on page 40 in the mini catalog. Highly recommend that. It comes in silver. There's 6 different sheets. And it also comes in white. And the white is raised like velvet. They're very, very pretty. And then inside on these, I embossed them with the Wintry 3D embossing folder. It's this one right here. It comes in a set of 2. There's snowflakes and then these green leaves. Really, I would highly recommend these embossing folders. Yes, I'm doing prize patrol tonight. And yes, I have the prizes from those who commented last week on Facebook and YouTube. So do put hashtag prize patrol. Hi, Pat. Hi, Bridget and Joyce. Glad you guys are here. So what was I talking about? Oh, I embossed this parakeet party and wrapped it around. Okay. Then there's this box. This box was a DSP box. And this one I covered with gold foil. This is an old one I've done in the past. And then I embossed a snowflake and I popped that up on a dimensional. So there's all kinds of ways to decorate these. I just thought you would like some ideas and to hear about the candy. Okay, so if you're going to make this with me, you need 5 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it can be designer series paper or it can be cardstock. And the longer side is 5 1/2, so it's hard to tell what landscape and portrait is. So this is the 5 1/2 side. And I went ahead with my paper trimmer because the 2 measurements are so close. I didn't want to do it the wrong way while you were watching. Hey, Linda Donaldson and Wendy. So on your piece of paper, you can either draw score lines, like dotted lines. And what you want to do with the longer side at the top is you want to go down a 1/2 inch, 2 1/2. Oh, Steve, you have a screen for this. That would be easier for them. 3 and 5. So I looked for my original template. Actually, show them the screen of the template. So it's in banners or whatever you're not in. He's showing on the screen. That's how I make my template. So if you're doing a white cardstock, you're doing these lines a 1/2 inch.
1 inch.
Well, that's the other side. So I'm doing the other side first.
Okay.
1/2 inch, 2 1/2, 3, and 5. I'm doing those horizontal lines first. Okay. And then you go ahead and you turn it the other way. And with the 5 1/4 at the top, It's going to be a 1/2 inch, 1, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4. And he has a screen for both of those. Did everyone catch the measurements that wants them? Yay, Bridget got her embossing folder from a July Prize Patrol. It is August today, so everyone can win today. Oralea, how do you say your name? I guess you can't tell me because you can only write it. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sandra. It's good to see you all. So after you have the score lines, and did you show them both?
I'm doing the second one now.
Okay.
Score across the shorter side, 1/2, 1 inch, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4.
Right. And that is with the shorter side at the top. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to cut out the pieces. I did it in red because I cut it one more time. I cut a poinsettia box out. This is out of the Boughs of Holly. So I wanted to show you. It's going to go like this. So we have the 5 1/4 across the top of your paper. And you're going to cut out these 2 pieces down to this little tab piece on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So leave these little squares, if you can see them.
We can't see your score lines at all, Beth.
You can't? Okay. Well, I will show you by putting paper over the top. There is score lines in the middle that is a 1/2 inch. And that's going to be this tab that comes up. So can you see that?
Yeah.
I cut out these 2 sides. So at the top, you're cutting out 2 little squares here, and then you're cutting out 2 long rectangles here. And then when you have 2 little squares side by side, don't cut that out, okay? I should have redone. I was sure I still had those templates like what Steve showed you, and then I couldn't find them. So I'll have to redo those. I'm sorry about that. Oh, Bev says it worked itself out. Did you fix the sound?
I did several things, so I have no idea
Which thing worked.
Yeah.
Bridget would like you to put that template back up. Also, if you want to go to stampingmom.com on October 15th, 2015, you can go in the search bar. And I call this the 3 Hershey's, what do I call it? 3 Hershey's miniatures box. And it's got step-by-step instructions. There's 3 steps to it, and I have pictures for all of them. And it would have been nice for you guys if I had your pictures tonight. That's the first picture that's on there, showing the score lines. Now what you're going to do is take your bone folder, and you're going to score on all the score lines. I've made this box so many times, I can make it in my sleep. And I was thinking you all could make it in your sleep too.
You know, instead of to demonstrate that way, assuming that they can make it in their sleep, I think they would like to have the step-by-step instructions.
Right, which I'm trying to give. I want you to have the template that I should be showing you.
Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to type into the comments. You said it was October 15th.
October 15th, 2015. If you go to stampingmom.com, I have pretty pictures and the whole thing laid out. So now you cut these 2 sections at the top. Stampin' Up does not have a quarter rounder, but I kind of like this tab to be corner rounded. October 15th, 2015. So
Hershey's.
3 Hershey's miniature candy box. Yay!
I'm so miniature, huh?
M-I-N
Spell check. I'm good.
Okay. So I corner rounded the flap up here. I would like to know who's making the template with me. So now we're going to cut down these tabs on the side. First is the 2 little squares on both sides. And that's going to fold in. And then you're going to cut the little tabs down here.
Now that you scored that's what we should have done. We should have just scored all the lines previously. Now you can see them. They're showing up.
Can you see them? Well, good. That makes me feel better.
Remember to score all your lines while you're demonstrating.
I'm mitering 2 long, skinny ones, but I'm not going to miter this big one in the middle because I want it to, these are going to come in and this is folding over the top. So this is the side of your box. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Wendy says hers. Bridget's making the template. Tony's making the template. So do you guys who are making the template, do you have any questions or are you understanding what I'm saying? And I'm going to miter this a little bit too. There's mixed reviews if you need to miter or not. Wendy says her craft room is hot. Our craft room is not hot. Steve keeps our house very cool.
You know, it's the wonders of modern technology. I believe in taking full advantage. Although I did get cold last night in the middle of the night.
Oh no, that's not good. So that's all there is to it. Mary's on. Hi, Mary. Working on wedding cards. Mary, I thought your last child already got married. Are you doing wedding cards for someone else? Okay, now we're going to grab some tear and tape. And we're going to put tear and tape on the top of both of these long sides. What are the puppies up to? They both want to be on camera. Do you see them back there? That is Maya and Molly. They are up to something. This is Molly. She's my 13-year-old.
This is the dog that sits at Beth's feet as she's stamping, working on her computer. She has a bed underneath Beth's desk in the well of Beth's
Someone needs to adore me.
This dog absolutely adores her. This dog will let me pet her, but it's just a bad substitute for what she really wants, which is Beth's attention.
Okay, so on the top of the box, I'm going to put my snowflake vellum. And this measures you don't have a screen for this, Steve, 1 7/8 by 3 1/8.
Higher so they can see it.
1 7/8 by 3 1/8. And when we get to it, the belly band is 1/2 inch by 6 inches. So for vellum, I like to use glue dots. And I put the glue dots where there's print on the vellum because I don't like the glue to show through. So luckily on the corners of this one, I can get pretty close to the corners with all the glue dots. And maybe on the top of this box, it wouldn't matter anyway. Pat says if you have air, use it.
That's what I think too, Pat.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on the top of the box and just center it on here. Like I said, I really think I just did a class in these colors and super pretty cards, I think. I really like the polished pink with the parakeet. So I'm going to put that on the top. Now let's wrap some candy. So here is the candy. It's Parakeet Party. I ran it through the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Now to get this to go around your candy bars, you're going to have to take a bone folder like you would curling ribbon, put your thumb down, and kind of break some of the fibers. So It's ready to bend.
That's an interesting technique.
Did you learn something, honey?
I did. I didn't know about breaking the fibers.
Yeah. Have you all put hashtag Prize Patrol if you want to be in for the drawing tonight? We need to announce who won last week too. We picked a winner from YouTube and a winner from Facebook on the comments. So on the days that we don't do it live, there are people who ask me to give prizes to people who watch the replay and leave a comment. So occasionally we'll do that. And then we'll announce the winners the following week. So I'm going to pick the candy bars that have silver on the edges. And this is enough to color that red of the crackle. And I'm just going to wrap it around. You can use whatever adhesive you want. I have found that I like to just use Scotch tape. And I do have a dispenser of Scotch tape right by my desk. So I do use it for things. It is not Stampin' Up, but it's cheap and it's quick. Are any of you offended that I use Scotch tape?
I haven't seen, knowing how sweet these people are, I highly doubt they would tell you if they were offended.
Okay, Bridget, you said you messed with the way you scored. I can help you with that. Let me know, okay? So I'm going to put these on all three. Do you have any stories tonight, Hon? It's been a while since we've heard a Steve story.
Well, I already talked about swimming in the bathtub / swimming pool outside tonight. That was interesting. It's bad when you get out of the shower and you're sweating. And I hate it when that happens, but that's exactly what happened tonight because it was so hot in the swimming pool. My body temperature got so high. So, yeah.
So now you know why I usually do all the things ahead of time. I feel like I don't want to waste your time if you sit and watch me do things.
Yesterday, I had the opportunity to help my daughter move into her new apartment in Iowa City.
Can I stop you just for a second?
Sure.
Inside, I popped up on Dimensionals, Peace, and Joy. And I wanted to show you how I did that. I just took a straight edge and I stamped Peace with Versamark, sprinkled on the silver embossed powder and heated it. And I did the corners. So these don't have measurements. I just fussy cut. I just cut around it to make a rectangle. And I have mini Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And so I'm going to put Peace and Joy on there. And then I am going to cut out this little end. So I just tried to make it. Sometimes we don't need measurements for everything, right? We just.
It's called an aspirant.
I think you're right. But I just went around it. I'm taking it off camera because I want the little pieces to fall someplace else. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but go ahead. If you want Peace and Joy on yours, there's all different kinds of things I've done. I've just wrapped them in DSP. I wrapped them in foil and popped up the snowflakes. This time I have words on here. So as I'm putting the words on, keep going, Steve. What else? Oh, that's it. Ampersand. Ampersand.
So, it's one of those things where I thought since we were empty nesters and our kids are all about to graduate from college.
We didn't have to move ours very much. We moved them into college, and then they used a pickup truck and their friends, and we were kind of lucking out. And then what happened?
Until now.
Abby doesn't have a pickup truck, and
she needed help. Her brother went down and helped her, and Brianne, and that was really sweet of them to do that. But I got the opportunity to do it yesterday, and it was hot, and I was soaked in sweat, and it was quite a workout. But we got her done. Now I'm going to go back down and help her move on a bed and a couple other big things, and she will be all set. I suggested to her that in the remainder of the grad program, that this would be a wonderful apartment just to stay in for a time.
Don't go anywhere, right?
Please don't move again.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so I'm coming back to the box. I'm going to take off one side of the tear and tape, and I'm just going to fold in the two sides. And I will tell you, this is easier with the DSP. So if I have trouble, just know. So you just fold in those two sides and go up over the top with the cardstock. And then I also noticed for the candy bars to fit well with the cardstock, the DSP is just very forgiving. You need to take your bone folder and really get in there and smooth it out so it's very flat. And then it fits perfectly with the candy. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So because I hurt my knee, I didn't have to help with any of the moving. It's a bonus. It's a bright spot, right?
I think you can look at it. I think that.
Wait, you think I can barely walk, but you thought I could move heavy furniture?
On and putting things away while we were moving.
Oh. That never even occurred to me.
Like I said. Actually, when we got everything in and we were finally sitting down trying to catch our breath, Beth called and then we put her on FaceTime so that she can get the tour of the apartment. And our daughter really appreciated that, getting to show it off.
Yes, it is cute. There's the peace and joy. So I'm going to shut this. I wonder what you guys have been up to. What's the best thing you did this last weekend? Now, I cut a piece of parakeet party 1/2 inch by 6 inches. And the way I do this is I just put it down and then kind of fold it around the box. And then I come back, and I think I showed you this last week. And then I use my bone folder. Again, instead of measuring, I want it to fit just the way I want it to fit. And then it's nicely fit to this particular box.
So you improvise.
I'm MacGyvering, I think.
You do it on the fly.
Yeah. And then I want this to come over the top. And I'm just going to put a glue dot in there because it's super strong. Joyce is making Christmas cards 100 each, 200 each. Wow, I'm impressed, Joyce. I have a question. Are you making 200 of the same Christmas card?
What I'm impressed is that she's doing it in August. I think that is
well. If she has 100 done, she did it in July, honey.
Right.
That is amazing. Okay, there's the belly band. And then for the joy, I did the same thing. I did silver embossing on parakeet. I popped it up on 2 mini Stampin' Dimensionals and then put another dimensional on the pink layer and I cut around it. I did not measure anything. And then I'm just going to attach that to the belly band. And then I took a bow. The bow is from the iridescent trim. This is in the mini catalog. Super, super pretty. The peace and joy, that all comes out of the Leaves of Holly set. And I hope you'll consider getting this suite when it comes back in from me so you can get the stamp camp and the card kits for free. So I'm going to take a mini glue dot.
Seems like our joy is just a little bit.
Is it wonky?
Just a little bit. It's disturbing my joy.
It's disturbing your joy? Yeah, it would disturb my joy to have it be crooked too. I think I was trying to hurry. Now I have a glue dot on the back of this bow, and I'm just going to set it up again on the band. So when you take the whole thing off, the band and the joy all comes with it. So there you have it.
The Vance comment, is that Bridget?
That's Bridget. Yeah, you know that.
I just trying to remember.
She's been watching.
Downton Abbey. It sounds like there's some binge watching going on.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Well, a lot of people that have been binge watched that show.
So put hashtag prize patrol if you want to win a prize tonight. And I did go back and had a prize, people drawn from YouTube, from the YouTube comments. The winner is Catherine Munro, Munro. Are you on tonight, Catherine? Please send me your snail mail address. And from the Facebook comments from last week for Prize Patrol, it's Kathy Aust, A-U-S-T. Again, I need your snail mail. And then we're going to do Prize Patrol tonight. And when you win, I'll talk to you about what you want. I can send you the actual template, which I think Bridget would like. And, or I can send you a box that's not glued together with all the pieces on it. So you can let me know what you would like. Tony, did you get your box made? I wish I could see a picture of it. Can you post a picture in the comments? Is that a thing?
I don't think they can.
You don't think they can? Okay. Well, you could go to Stamping Mom on Facebook and post a picture.
Yes.
That would be good.
Post
I
it
would
on
love to
Stampin'.
see your boxes. I hope you like the box. And again, that template is on October 15th, 2015.
I put that up.
Okay.
Okay, so we're ready.
Ready to do Prize Patrol. I hope that you all will like and share and comment. We really appreciate that. You can see these up close. Here goes the drawing for the Prize Patrol.
Hold on. Gotta get the screen share going. I have to get my mouse to come back.
So the microphone recovered.
Apparently.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The winner is Chris.
Chris, you wanted a book card a couple weeks ago, but it was last month. And I do have it here for you. I forgot to give it to you when I saw you the other day. I'm happy Chris won too. So I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed week. We appreciate you so much. Please come back again. Bring your crafting friends with you. I know Shirley has in Cedar Rapids. There's a couple friends that watch. But have a great week, everybody. Let me know, too, if you have a comment what you'd like to see next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.